Hey everybody, it's Kyle. Hey, it's Friday and I'm headed home for the weekend. I'm kind of happy to be spending some time with my family, and I'm sure we're going to have a great time. But today I wanted to cover something real quick with you that happened to me last night. So in the evenings, now that it's summertime, our kids stay up a little bit later and they play out in the street and in our neighborhood and with all the neighborhood kids. And it really reminds me of when I was a kid growing up, that, you know, just the games we'd play and the hide and seek that would happen. And it was really fun to watch the kids having a great time. But as we were doing that, our next door neighbors came out with, and we were just chatting with them a little bit. And you know, we're really grateful. We have great neighbors all around us, and they're the kind of people you want to have as neighbors. And so we were just kind of having a chat with them, and they had gone and done some little traveling recently, and it turns out that they had gone down to visit some family who, I think it's our sister, who has a son who's got some real serious physical disabilities. And they actually had gone down to be with them as their son was granted a Make-A-Wish event in his life. And you know, they were telling us about this, and they were telling us about this young man's difficulties and the limitations he had and the physical problems he'd gone through during his whole life. And you know, my wife and I just looked at each other and looked at our neighbor, and it you know, it brought us to a point where we just were so, like, overwhelmingly grateful for all the great things in our lives. You know, when you look around and you see some of the difficulties others face, you know, sometimes we think we have it tough. But then you look around and you see some people that really, I don't know if I could manage what they have going on in their lives. And when I see those people, it just makes me so grateful for what I have in my life. And you know, the trials that I have just seem to pale in comparison to some of these things that others struggle with and face in their lifetimes. So, you know, today I guess my message to you is to really focus in on the things in your life that you're grateful for. It's really hard to be unhappy or depressed or frustrated, or, you know, to feel any of those difficult emotions when you start to focus on the gratitude for the things that you have in your life. And you know, last night was a good example for me. It was a little bit of a tough day, and then we talked to our neighbor whose sister has a son who's, I mean, it's really a hard circumstance that they're put in. And so focus on the things in your life that are good, and focus on where you can find gratitude in your life. And it just makes it so hard to be unhappy when you're so focused on those things that you have that you're grateful for. So do that this weekend. Make it a grateful weekend. I am going to, and I'm sure it's going to lead to a great weekend for me and my family. So hopefully you'll do that too. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.